Welcome to my channel where we keep it PG but always keep it a G. So I feel like there is something about a situation of someone using manipulation in a negative way, like kind of what I call the devil's work, where they're finding something out on you ahead of time, where you're going to be, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, and using it against you. Maybe they could know what you're going through or receive some information through someone. This is not the vibe of the high priestess. The high priestess is a person who finds secrets, finds things out, whether they stumble on it or they just figure it out themselves, and they keep it to themselves. And the high priestess literally gives me the representation of, and this could be you guys, or this could be someone opposite of you. Someone who looks at information as, okay, this is a secret or tea that God has allowed me to stumble upon or know about. So it's kind of like a person. If you got a person that's always telling you the tea about a situation, giving you the heads up, you don't go and tell someone what someone else is telling you. You also don't go to that person and tell them that you know, because then the person that tells you the tea is like, hey, I'm not going to tell you nothing else because you run your mouth too much. I feel like there is someone that is not in their high priestess energy, where they're not honoring the things that God has. Well, no, it's not God. It's the devil. The things that they are purposely finding out themselves in manipulative ways to kind of one-up you. Okay? The high priestess is total opposite. The high priestess find information out, keep it to themselves, shut their mouth, don't say anything. I feel like there is someone who feels that you would do this, or you feel that someone is doing this to you. Okay? And however it may go, whichever end it's on, if you guys are like, girl, this is nowhere near me, then the person opposite with you is going to get dealt on. Or dealt with, I mean. But I feel like this person feels you're doing this, but they feel like you actually have some sort of gift, possibly clairaudience. You're receiving messages through TV, songs, a conversation, some sort of synchronicity that is allowing you to be received from the divine, to let someone is spiritually speaking to you. This could be someone who's not as emotional, and it's like their angels are trying to tell you, hey, this person really does love you. Or someone is going to tell you, because this person for some reason can't say it themselves. Now, this is the thing. This whole situation is a fucking mess. And it's a mess because someone made it a mess, when they simply could have just came outward and told you something, or let you know something that you already know or found out. I feel like this person trusts you to kind of adapt to the situation and not make it even more of a mess. There's also this thing where whatever information you're receiving, they feel like you're getting it from your intuition or spirituality. And someone feels like you can use whatever is found out against you. But actually you're using it in a very positive way to even help this person even. Because if someone's angels, or maybe your angels, are letting you know, hey, somebody loves you even though they're not able to say this. Nobody's angels, okay? Nobody's angels and ancestors is going to communicate that with you. Your angels and ancestors aren't going to communicate that with you if they know you're not going to get this message and use it in an angelic way. And if you do this on your own free will, where you don't use it in an angelic way, your angels trust you enough to know that, or someone is being used as a vessel, and even they trust you enough to not use this in a negative way. But someone is going to tell you something similar to this: a boss, a lover, a cousin, a father, a mother, a parental figure, whatever the case may be. You guys are going to be replenishing yourself because the divine is nudging you to receive this information, okay? So you can know, yes, somebody does love you, okay? They might not love you the right way. They might not express this the right way. Somebody does care about you. But the divine is telling you, receive this information and replenish yourself. Know that you weren't the cause of someone being unemotional. Know that you weren't the cause of a situation going to shits. Know that you weren't the cause of a job not going a certain way. Know that you were not the cause of someone else's mistake that they made on their own. If you're in a relationship, you are not the problem. You are beautiful. You are handsome. Anybody will be able to want you. It's just this person has made their own mistakes and not realizing that you are a perfect person. Or maybe they do, but they're just not ready to, they're not ready to transform and change. If this is a job feels like you are an amazing person, but they're just not ready to give you a higher pay. They're not ready to transform a situation. And that's okay. But that's for you to know, I didn't do anything wrong. I am a good person. I am a beautiful, handsome person. I am an amazing catch. But it's time for me to move on. And I think that's what you guys needed to know before you move on from a situation. You're not the problem. Someone is also really, really fearing that you're going to use. Somebody is terrified about your spirituality and intuition. And I think these are a group of people that are trolling you because they're finding or knowing about things in a manipulative devil's work. They're doing it in a devilish way. And you guys are finding things out in a more angelic way. It's like the good side and the bad side of a situation. You guys are on the good side. These people could also be trying to copy you with this same vibe, but they're doing it in, like I say, a devilish way where they're using their own free will. They're purposely finding things out about you somehow, some way. They're purposely finding out where you're going to be, what you're doing, what you have going on, who you're dealing with, where what car you're going to be driving today, what color are you wearing today, how's your hair going to look. You know what I'm saying? And they're finding it out in a devilish way and using that against you. But don't worry, because these people feel so imprisoned by your spirituality and your intuition, because you guys are a 50,000 steps ahead of them, because you keep all of your secrets, everything you know, to yourself. You don't use something against another on their own free will. And anybody who does that is not going to work. However if they do this in their way of their own free will, where they're trying to manipulate the situation, they're basically trying to manipulate the universe. They're basically trying to feel God's shoes. And I think you guys know your role. And you're like, my role is to be a vessel, a messenger. I'm blessed to have these gifts. I'm blessed to be tapped in with my ancestors. I'm blessed for my angels to come through people and tell me messages that I need to help me along the way to navigate life. That's y'all vibe. Okay? These people vibes are, I want to use whatever I can't remember what I was just about to say, but just know. These people aren't doing something in the right way, and it's never going to work if you're not doing it the right way. These people aren't receiving their messages from the angels and their ancestors and God. They're finding things out in a negative way. And these people feel like you know more than them, or you're getting ahead of them somehow, some way. And it's simply for the fact that you're doing right by some sort of information that you're finding out. And instead of using it against someone, you're using it to better yourself. Just know someone's plan is not going to work. If someone is worried about you doing this to them, that's because 9 times out of 10, they're probably already doing this to you. So there is your confirmation. If you guys want to know more about this situation, what is going to be the justice to this unfairness, who are these trolls and lames, and why are they, what is the deeper reason of why they're trolling you? How can you adapt through this situation? You guys can always book a reading with me for further information. Until next time, bye-bye.